Go 5, 4, and we are live. What's up, Relly? What's up,
What it do, y'all?
Facebookie?
Happy Wednesday.
YouTubers, those Twitter fingers, and let's go live on Instagram. What's up? What's up? What's up,
What it do,
Instagram?
y'all?
We are
Another
on
week.
time in 5 minutes. A little late, though it's still on time. What's up, Relly girl?
Girl, what is going on? How was your Mother's Day?
My Mother's Day was great. Uh yeah, I got pampered out here. We went to the lake and my husband, which is a chef, his dad, which is a chef, and our bro with one of our bros, which is a chef. They all
Mhm.
took their wives and our brother and mother came and we was at the lake. They put some steaks on the grill, they put
Oh
some
yeah.
shrimp and fish and all kind of stuff, hamburgers, all kind of stuff on the grill, and they just pampered us. We
Oh
had a
yeah.
great
That's
time.
a blessing right there. That's a blessing.
Yeah,
That's a
it even started like raining. They put the big canopy tent over it.
hmm
It was really nice.
Oh yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
what I'm talking about.
how are we gonna be able to top them for Father's Day?
Oh yeah. Y'all gotta put it in, get it in.
What you
Call
do?
me.
What you do?
Call me. I'm just sitting up here ready, red on a Wednesday. I'm thinking about, that thing called mental health, y'all. That's what I'm on today. Yet the stars. I'm coming to you with all kind of love and hugs and kisses now. But today is mental health day. Awareness for me, maybe for you too.
Me too.
You
Definitely
know,
for me. I mean, it's just the middle of the week, and there's already a lot going on.
right.
One thing I can say is, the devil is always on his job, but he that lives strong inside of us is stronger than anything you'll
And
come
that's
up
right.
against. Well, what did you do for Mother's Day, really?
I got so many gifts ready from the girls. They showed out and showed up and showed out. Boy, it's nothing like being a parent of some grown kids with jobs. I mean, let's give it up for the grown kids with jobs, y'all.
Good job.
You know,
But I'm
you
only
come
giving
from
it
where I
up for the
come from.
grown kids with jobs that did take the time out and get their mother something for Mother's Day. So
Right. Like,
yeah, I want to give my bonus child a shout out, Mr. Little Calvin Jr. He is the only one that gave me some Donettos, some money for Mother's Day. So I was excited about
oh
that.
yeah.
He also gave me this heartfelt card, and all the words in it really meant something to me. So I was excited. We lost you on camera, really.
I don't know what's going on. It just told me my connection was lost somewhere. But you know what I've been noticing? I don't know if it been happening to anybody else, but the computers and the phones have it's been going crazy lately.
Tripping. You see, it took me a minute to get my stuff. What's up? We got some people on YouTube. We got cousin Petey on Facebook chat. He say, "Hey
Hey
y'all."
cousin.
We got my sister Ava logged in, joined us
Hey
from
cousin. We in the house.
House. What's
It's
up,
a
y'all?
family affair.
To the Tree Tips Show. This is the Hoody Who's finest talk show. So yeah, well, I'm happy you received a lot of presents. Really
Oh yeah,
happy about that.
you know I feel very blessed.
You should, because you are.
On the real. I really do though. I just give it up to everybody though. I got a lot on my mind though.
Yeah. All
Yeah, I
right,
got
so
a lot
let's
on my
get into the weather. You know how we get started.
mind.
We gotta see what's going on in everybody community, neighborhood, whatever y'all wanna call it. Hey sister, we see you on there. Okay, so let's start with we always start with Cali because that's home. LA, California, yay.
You
It's
better know it.
70. How hot is it out there, really?
It's 67, out here, partly cloudy out here. You can still wear shorts though. Booty shorts is out. I'm gonna tell you about that. Booty shorts is out still.
Yay!
You know it is getting rapid.
Back out.
It's getting very rapid,
And we can, yeah, I'm not going to even say it. Let's go. KC Mo, baby, 81 degrees outside. Yes. One thing that I can say is it's been hot out here. Hot.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm
I love
excited. KC is excited. And now I can see why the native people in Kansas City love springtime and summer. Because in the winter, we gotta sneak and come outside because it gets so cold.
Oh yeah, y'all be freezing. I can't do that really.
Yeah, but springtime and summer it be lit out here. Okay, so let's go on to Houston. Houston is 85 degrees. I know it's hot in Texas.
You better know it. Texas cracking.
And it's cracking out there too. H-Town, baby. All right, let's see what Chi-Town doing. Chi-Town is 52 degrees. It's cold out there.
Mm-hmm.
My sister says she hot. She in Cali. Yeah, it's hot out there in Cali.
Yeah, it feel good. Summer dress and sandals, y'all.
Well, Marelli, she love heat anyway.
You better know it. I be on thawing every morning.
What about ATL right now? Hot Atlanta, 74 degrees. What y'all know about it?
It feel good out there.
It sure do.
Yes, it do.
I wonder, now you've been to ATL. Is it humid out there like in Texas, or is it just do the airflow?
I don't know. I was comparing the two between Alabama and Atlanta, and they hot. It can be hot and rain, and man, you still will be able to enjoy your summer clothes in the rain. But Atlanta cracking like LA right now.
Yeah, ATL is cracking.
They got everything cracking out there.
It's a lot of people that's moving out there. If you're in the here, that's the place to be out here.
Right.
But that's just a little tip from the tree. Tips.
At least if you don't want to live there, go visit though. Do something different with your life.
We got to get out there. But all right, so do you got anybody you want to name for? It is time to name a Black small business owner. Who do you want to highlight, really?
I'm gonna highlight you, man.
You highlighted me last week.
No, man, no, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Well, I'm gonna highlight you again.
All right. Well, I'm gonna need you to highlight somebody else next week. You need to find it's a whole bunch of small business owners,
Well, you know what? I had told myself, I said, self, you got to get around, right? Because I can't walk out my door no more, and I don't see the Black businesses I used to see on the corner when I grew up. You understand what I'm saying? We don't walk to the little mom and pop stores. Used to be Black owned businesses. I go see Mario. I'm just being honest when you walking around,
Forget walking around. The Black business has been gone out of Los Angeles.
They gone. They gone.
Media. It's a whole bunch of people that's into hair on social media. It's a whole bunch of little Black young ladies that's doing nails now. A whole bunch of Black.
What I did do is what I reached out to my peoples, and I have them. I didn't get it today, but I have them sending me all their information. So I can have my stuff be the people that I know.
Well, I don't want you to procrastinate with it. Just start off.
Procrastination. Listen, procrastination is not a word.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not my word.
Yes, it is.
I don't use it.
Yeah, I do for you.
We're not gonna do this live though, really. We ain't finna do this. We ain't finna do it. I'm 4 steps behind you, right? And I say that because if I ain't walking, I might be sitting in my walker. Don't get it fucked up.
I'm gonna need a Black business next week from you. It's a lot of Black businesses that love, and respect that you should be shouting out.
Yeah,
take some time out and figure out which one you're gonna shout out. You even helped me pick mine. So
man, ready. Let me tell you, I'm so consumed with school right now, y'all. I'm barely making it to y'all right now. I'm barely making it. Y'all don't even
Right.
understand it.
Well, let me shout out my black business then. My
Yeah.
black business for the week is Big Mamas in KC, Missouri. Big Mamas is uh hold on. Where's the card at? I had it right here for y'all. Let's see if I still got it. If I don't, oh, okay. All right, Big Mamas is owned by Juan Evans, right? And I told him I was gonna give him a shout out on the Tree Tip Show, Hoody Who's Finest Talk Show. His name is Juan Evans. He is African American. He is black. They bake everything homemade. They have tuna sandwiches. They have chicken sandwiches, and the bread that they put the food on is homemade bread. They have these bomb strawberry. He make all these different cakes, and he cut them up and put them into the little plastic containers and sell slices. So I had went in there and I bought a strawberry slice. And when you open it up, you can literally smell the fresh strawberries. I mean, he literally got bits of fresh strawberries cut up into the icing of it, into the cake. It's just bomb, bomb, bomb. Cinnamon rolls, homemade in there, huge. His address is 4707 East Bannister Road, Suite Letter B in Kansas City, Missouri. His zip code is 64137. I had to give him a shout out because I drive all the way there just to get that strawberry cake and those homemade cinnamon rolls. Whoever Big Mama is and they family passed on some good recipes to her kids or grandkids because they are doing the dang thing. I think we was on live and I think I showed you some of it, huh, Riley?
Yeah. It was
Yep.
delicious.
So Big Mama's 4707 East Bannister Road in Kansas City, Mo. Even if you're not out here, when you come out here, you got to look him up. Get you a cake, get you something. But support our black businesses, right, Relly? What you doing, Relly? Because you
Yeah,
look
I
like
mean, that's right.
what you doing? Reading the chat.
I ain't doing nothing. No, I'm on
All
mute.
right. So guess my thing about it is we got a letter to read. Dear Yada and Tree letter. You ready for that, Relly?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You sure?
You know what? I got to think about it is every Wednesday.
You got to think about it is every day I talk to you later.
That's
My
the damn
thing
thing.
about it is, let me see. Okay. So we got a Dear Yada and Tree. And this is the next one in line because we got a few of them. So let's see what this person is talking about. Dear Yada and Tree, I have been married for 16 years, but after the birth of my first child, our marriage went downhill. My husband withdrew and went out with friends often. When my brother was in the hospital, I traveled 3 hours with my newborn baby to visit him. My husband drove up separately, stayed a few hours, and then left to go to a concert with a female friend.
Mm-hmm.
Our sex life dwindled down to nothing, and I felt like we were roommates. I became very depressed, started having anxiety attacks. I'm on medication now, taking care of myself. I have always resented my husband for this. We have two kids now, and I'm afraid if I leave him, it will hurt the children. I tried 3 different marriage counselors with him, but he wasn't interested. I now spend my time doing everything with the kids and focusing on my well being. I met an old high school acquaintance on Facebook, and our friendship has turned romantic. I don't see him often, but when I do, I want to be with him always. We are both scared of what could happen. I love him so much. He is kind, sweet, and caring. Do I wait until the kids are 18 to leave? Signed, ready for change. That's a lot. These people.
Oh, lot right there.
You go first, really.
Nah, why you always putting that shit on me, really?
Okay, let's
I
start.
mean, go ahead, man, because
Let's
you
start
got
off at the top. Let me start off at the top because I happen to open it up all the way anyway.
mm-hmm,
All right. So they've been married for 16 years. Let's start there.
mm-hmm.
That's a long time.
Right.
I've been married for 2, and it feels like 16. So to be married 16 years, I know that's a long time. All right. So she said after the birth of their first child, the marriage went down. Her husband said, well, usually sometimes that happens after you had a first child. Which one thing she didn't put in here is how old are the kids. But let me see. Our sex life went down to nothing. And I felt like we were roommates. All right, let's stop right there. The question for me for Ready for Change is why did the sex life go down and why was it allowed to go down? Why wasn't it any communication about it? What was going on to make the sex life go down? And yeah, if you ain't having sex with your husband, I'm pretty sure
Somebody
you
else
feel
will.
like a roommate. So that's sad to start feeling like a roommate. But I'm gonna just be honest. When me and my husband get into it, we start feeling like roommates too. So, how long has there been no sex though? You know?
I mean, they married like it ain't too much. It ain't too much opinion I can say with that one right there. But what I can say is this: that's your husband, girl. First of all, right? I'm gonna give you that because I know, right? And you don't. It ain't no leave him and you leaving and all of that. No, y'all fix that shit.
Hold on. Oh, hold
You know,
on.
y'all been together
Let's
too
get-
long.
let's look down at this. So my part with the next part about this is I became depressed and having anxiety attacks. Now that she need to come on Wives Speak because there's a few things we need to talk about and allow her to put on the table with this depression thing because I think a lot of times we give our husbands too much power over our mental space. We give them too much space in our mental space. I think they should have some part of it, but not enough to make you depressed. And you're not alone. There's a lot of wives that go through this. I've even had to catch myself from going through this because um one no one can hurt you like your husband can hurt you, right? And so if things is going on in a marriage, I can see the depression coming, but one thing that I can say is you can catch depression before it set in. And anxiety, I can see that happening as well because that kind of goes along with when you can't control things and things are out of control that you really are trying to control, you can build up a little anxiety. She says she's on medication. I don't know if that's a good thing. That's probably a good thing because when you get anxiety, your heart start beating and all that kind of crazy stuff.
Right.
Now, I'm afraid if I leave them, it will hurt the children. Well, my thing is it hurting the children for you to stay? What do you think about that part, Riley?
I mean, if she's not happy, then the whole damn house ain't happy. That's how
Exactly.
that go. Like, I mean, that's how that go.
Yeah.
Now,
Go
if
ahead.
she's not happy, and it's not gonna work, then I mean, you only got one more option after that, right? And so I'm not a pusher of that shit. So I'm gonna just give you this: if it can't be fixed, you done tried. I mean, you done tried and tried and tried, and you know that can't be fixed. You need to be fixed,
Right. Yeah.
right? Because should nobody have no control over your emotional state, especially you don't give that to nobody,
That's
right?
too much power.
That's too much power over you. Period. Even the beginning of a marriage, you know, and if it lasted 15 years, then it's always been like that, right? It just didn't get peeped out until maybe she started having kids and realizing, or he started leaving her with them damn kids.
But here's the thing,
You know,
because
life change after children.
yeah, but here's the thing I want to go back to is the depression and anxiety and giving him that power over her mental. A lot of times we don't set out to do that. You know what I'm saying? In her defense, I know how it feels to be in situations in a marriage where you can't control those situations, and it's like you see the best, the other person don't see what you see, and depending on what it is, it can bring a level of depression, a level of anxiety. It could be something with cheating, it could be something with finances, it could be something that going broke, we about to lose everything, and it could bring on a level of depression. But what I want to try to tap into with her ready for change is how to get her to try to beat that level of depression, because it seemed like her level of depression with him is rejection, and it's turning into being depressed because I'm here now and I feel I have to be here with the kids. And I think, me personally, I think that you have to put your own happiness first.
I
You
mean,
can't.
if you get no happiness over, I mean, some you got some women that hand they everything over to a man, even in marriage, and you got some women that ain't gonna give you all of that, right? You
Mm-hmm.
just really not, it's some that do, some that don't. I might be one of them that don't though. You
Well,
know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
she's looking,
I don't. Some things I agree with. Some
but I,
things I agree with, but some things I just don't agree with at all. Like,
well, I
no,
don't
not when you being tore down. Like, hell no. Nah.
Yeah, I don't think she's even giving her power to him anymore. I think she's giving it to the kids now. Because what's going on in the letter? The last part of the letter is basically about her not wanting to leave him because of the kids. But I think that, and she's already checked out,
I believe
because
so.
she met her old high school acquaintance on Facebook, and their friendship has turned into a romance.
Okay,
Now,
so who's the villain?
it doesn't say a sexual romance.
It
It
don't
just
matter.
says has turned romantic. I don't see him often, but when I do, I want to be with him always. Here's my thing. Listen, I see both sides to this. I see both sides. My opinion, and I'm gonna go first. My thing about it is that I think this is a wake up call. Husbands need to listen, to read this and listen to this too, because I'm a person that don't believe in being unhappy and being with somebody that don't want you. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you've been with them for 30 years. I don't care if you've been with them for 5 years. If they don't want you and they showing signs and actions and all of this, that's a level of stress and depression. And I don't think nobody should have to put up with that mess. Period. And so, and this is what happens when you start rejecting your spouse. Somebody else picks them up, because to your trash is somebody else's treasure right now.
Yeah.
And for me, I don't know what they've been going through, but I understand. I didn't get 48, we're about to be for nothing. The fastest way to get over a man has always been to get a new one. People try to tell you, no, you need to, true, you do need to take time out for yourself. But history shows me that the fastest way to get over anybody is to get another person. And so, as you can see, that's exactly what the heck didn't happen in this situation. She didn't got another man.
There you have.
I am. She ain't got another man. And now her concern is not the counseling no more in the last paragraph. It's not the husband. Her concern is the kids.
Well,
So,
kids don't got nothing to do with it, really.
well, she wants to know, yeah, the kids do because she got young kids. And so it's a difference from leaving a person when it's just you and you can pack your stuff up and leave and you ain't got to see them no more versus having two little kids that is this person's kids too. You're gonna need child support, maybe you're gonna need help with daycare, you're gonna need him to watch them on the weekends. So the kids is a factor in it, and I see her point of wanting the kids to be grown before she leave. But my thing about it is are you willing? I don't know if you should be willing to put your happiness on hold till the kids get grown. What you think about that, really?
I don't know, really. Like, I wouldn't, like, I don't agree.
Should
This is
she?
what I don't agree with, right? I feel like she should have hollered at him. And I mean, holler. That's what I mean, hollered at him, right? Because he didn't obviously pushed her outside the door.
Right.
To go in and searching and fishing for another dude, right? That's just as listen. You don't even have to. She already gone. Like, what about the kids? That's not even a question to me because your mind is already there already.
Yeah.
Right. So if your mind is there, you need not to be there because it's gonna start more trouble.
That's what I think.
Because you're gonna end up giving up. You're gonna end up the first neck kiss. You're gonna end up giving it away. That's gonna start a lot of shit. So no, leave him, make him pay the way daddy paid because you're not happy, right? If that's what you're gonna do it the right way. Do it the right in the settled, in the decent way, grown people way, no fighting. Y'all just don't agree, leave each other and let it be because
but I don't think she should I think you should get a peace of mind. Really, because obviously your husband has showed you that he don't want you, and I don't put that on anyone. No one. That's
she's on medicine now. That's what makes it
serious. Yeah, he even drove this woman to medicine. But my thing is this. My thing about it is this. You don't need to. I don't think that ready for a change. That should be the change you're looking for is with this new dude because that's not gonna work out. I don't think so. The passerby or person never works out. History has taught us that he
over and over again. Like you using him as a crutch.
Yeah, he's just a crutch right now. He's just a crutch. Don't put too much into it. Put enough into it to get your interest off of this person that don't want you. Because but I think you need time for yourself, time with just you and your kids. If you want to date the old flame, date the old flame. If it work out to something, that's great. But I think your focus, your real change, ready for change, should be on getting you right and focusing on you. Right. Stop focusing on a relationship with someone and just focus on what it's going to take to get you right. What do you like to do? What are you doing with yourself? What can keep you occupied? What is it that you want to do?
And it's like it's so much confusion when so it's so emotional, right? Because see, girls, and I say that women, us as women, right? We desire a lot, right? We desire a lot, right? But men don't know what the hell we be going through, right? We expect them to understand what we be thinking half of the time, really, right?
They
And
they don't.
I'm gonna stand here for all the dudes, and because of this, I know that females, he better know I got it. Well, he should know he been with me last night, and that's not fair, right? Girls, when they have babies, you go through something. Some of us, right? Postpartum depression. That is so serious. It plays out in your relationship and your marriage and stuff. You know, she going through something, right? He don't know how to be attentive to her. You want to know why he don't know how to be attentive? Because he not even educated on what she's going through, really. Right? But see, that's where it come in. Hold on. That's where it come in when you giving up them vows. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. That's what you go through. That's what them vows is for. Rich, poor, sickness, health. Right? Soon as somebody gets sick, broke, everybody want to trip out, leave. I don't want to be married no more. I'm not feeling it because it don't feel good no more. That's not fair, man. I just don't feel like it's fair. But that's my thing about it.
Well, it's not fair, but here's my thing about it is if you some people just marry the wrong people. I think people stay stuck into unhappy years
Right.
so long waiting to get to this person penis don't rise no more. Now he can't cheat no more. Now don't nobody want him no more. He got a big beer belly no more. And now y'all happily married for 30 years.
Shit.
For 20 other years, y'all wasn't even getting along, sleeping in the same bed. So you done use 20 years of unhappiness to get to 30 years. 10 years y'all been cool because yeah, you're senior citizens now.
Right, right.
So y'all been cool. So 20 years of your life, you've been unhappy for the 10 years right now and hoping that you don't die soon because you're senior citizens. Sometimes I think we get caught up into um man-made things.
Yeah, and losing the fire. Shit.
We do. We get caught up in the man-made things. All of us. We all do.
Really? Yeah, I'm guilty of that too.
And we compromise our happiness for this stuff. We do. It's people that's been compromising so many years of happiness when they really could have been happy all of them years. And I'm not saying it's peach. Everybody every day are gonna be peaches and cream, but to be struggling and going through the same thing for 2 decades is beyond me. And then for us to get to senior citizens where we gray and to say, oh, yeah, we'd have been married 30 years. Yeah, but 25 of it, y'all been
And I love that they like that. And then you also he got two other baby mamas within them years.
It's a lot.
Right. So it just be a lot of stuff. I just feel like
I tell women, don't compromise your life. Don't compromise your happiness. We get in contact with these idiots, and I'm just being real. I know this is not wives speaks, but we get in contact. It's some men out here that are idiots. It is some really good men out here. My husband happened to be one of them. Shout out to him. Thank God. But it's some real idiots out here that really take advantage of Black women, and it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy because you have to put up with so much. We already doing so much, and then have to put up with you on top of that, rejecting your wife after you married her, having more kids with her after the first rejection. Why is you even still with her? So for me, ready for change, and we're about to get off of this. You need to change, but you don't need to be focused on changing with the new man. You need to be focused on changing to get your mind healthy, get your body healthy, and get your kids healthy and in order. Because if they are seeing you go through things with their dad like this, if they're seeing their dad, that's not healthiness. All right, so let's move on. Hold on. All right, I think we got some Hootie Who's gossip. You have sent me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's this about? What's this about Mike Epps?
Yeah, he's supposed to be doing Richard Pryor, and Richard Pryor wife. I don't know. I heard her interview, and I don't think he want to do it.
Well, from
There's
what I
something. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
can gather, he already did a little bit. He did something
Mm-hmm.
on
I
HBO
seen it.
called The Winning Time, where he
Mm-hmm.
played Richard Pryor. He had been telling people that he was gonna play Richard Pryor and Richard Pryor movie when they did a movie on him, that he was gonna be the one who played Richard
Right.
Pryor. But I think HBO did this winning time first, and he
Mm.
played Richard Pryor. But I think that Richard Pryor wife
I do too.
did not like it.
Yeah, I
And
don't think so
so,
neither.
because she's actually looking for someone else to play him in um in the movie. Now you know his wife is white.
Yeah.
My question for you is even though we know Richard Pryor's comedy was, he was a black man. He did black comedy,
His
right?
company was awesome, man. Nobody can mess with Richard Pryor. Y'all know that all on here.
He did black comedy. So, and I don't want to get too racial, but I haven't saw The Winning Time. I haven't seen Mike Epps in it. I haven't saw it, but I'm gonna watch it because I
Yeah.
want to see what his wife is talking about. Because when I heard that she was against him playing it, it's like, okay, Richard Pryor did black comedy. Mike Epps is a black comedian. She's a white woman. Like, would she know? Who would she, is she the right person to pick who should play him? I know that's his wife, and she have rights to his name and all of that. But when we talking about his character, who he
Right.
was as a comedian, do you think she is qualified to pick a comedian to play him because she's a white woman?
Yeah. The reason why I say that is because she was there. Like she was there.
Right.
He
She is.
never missed a beat with him. So I believe that I would rather her be there to see who gonna play her husband so they can get it right.
No, not be there to see. Would you rather her pick who's going to play her husband? As a white woman, she's picking, I believe, who's going to play Richard Pryor. But my concern with that is that she's a white woman. And so white comedy and black comedy is totally different. So I'm real interested in seeing who she's going to pick.
I really believe I believe really it with her it's on a different level because she's the wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I do believe I trust who she picked because she know her husband was a damn fool.
Yeah.
Right? She knew it. Like what is it here about Richard Pryor? Like you really want to know, you go look him up, boom. I don't think because I don't even think it's no color in it, right? I think it's all comedy though.
Well,
I think she needs to pick a real damn fool.
it's definitely coloring it because it's a
Yeah.
difference between Seinfeld stand-up comic than Martin. Black comedy is different from white comedy. Black
Right.
comedians is different from white comedians.
I mean, right.
So, as a white person, would she be I mean, Richard Pryor that's huge.
Man, that dude
That's
is
that's
so
a legend
amazing, man.
right there. And so, like, I mean, I don't know. I was
I
thinking
don't think she'll pick no Seinfeld
about her
type,
qualifications of picking who plays him. She was his wife, so she know him better than anyone else.
Right.
Who give her that? But do she know black comedy?
I mean, being with him, she gotta know it though.
No, no, because listen,
Right.
Calvin is a chef. I know him, but I don't know everything he cooked. Comedy was his job. When he at home, this is my husband. So would she know? Would she be experienced enough to know in the business part of his life as being a black comedian? Because when you look at white comedy versus black comedy, it's totally different.
Right.
So she is a white woman. You have to put her on the spectrum with the white comedy. So would she pick a black comedian to portray her husband, which is a black legend comedian? Would she pick the right comedian versus another black producer that might know black comedy better than she does?
Well, I'm not gonna beg to differ that way. I'm a straight up person. I'm not gonna cut no corners. Yes, I do, because she was on scene with her husband. See, she was on scene. So I'm gonna give you this. If you was at work with my relative, right? If you was at work with him, you would know how to cook because you would be at work. She was at work with him. So you
We
can't
know that.
really right.
How do we know she was at work with him?
Because a lot of the concerts that he threw, they always shine his wife.
I'm
You
not
feel
saying
me? Or speak on her, or he'll say hi to his wife.
I'm not
And
saying at the concert. I'm saying, how do we know she was a part of his business? Because all wives is not a part of their husband's business.
we're gonna have to run her card. And that's what I'm gonna have to do is run her damn card because but
Because
I'm
I'm
sure
be
that
honest
she's
with you.
there.
I'm be honest with you.
I don't
This
think
is my first time seeing this lady.
for real, really.
I didn't know he was married to a white woman.
Yes, girl.
I sure didn't.
Girl.
Richard Pryor like that, but to me, if
He's
she
a hot mess, man.
but if she was in the limelight like that with him, why I don't know her.
I don't know, really, because you don't watch what I be watching half of the damn time.
I haven't seen all Richard Pryor stuff.
I
I know.
know, really, but you know me, I go deep, deep into their life, right? I go deep, deep into their life. You
How
know,
long he been married to her?
I don't know, for a long time, shit, a very
You,
long time.
you sure? Because
Yeah,
he been had a couple of wives.
you sure have girlfriends too. Don't forget,
Yeah,
he was a Rolling Stone.
yeah, she might be a good person to pick because don't nobody know your husband like you. But
I mean, that's the way it's supposed to go. I thought, but shit, talking to you right now, hell, I don't know.
my thing is because she's white. She's a white lady. And white comedy is different from black comedy.
But
And
what
so
if we don't even know if she like white comedy though, really. We don't even know. She might not even like white comedy.
what white person don't like white comedy? That's what they understand.
You know, we online
We
right now.
understand.
Almost saying something with
We
my crazy
understand.
ass self.
Do you okay? That's like Cat Williams,
I love Cat Williams too.
stand-up comedy. Do
Right.
you think white people understand him better than blacks when he doing his comedy? They understand it, but they don't get they don't get it. They be having to explain to them certain words they say to help them to understand black
That's
language.
that's because our experience are different. So
Right.
like so like
Come
yeah,
on. You're
that's
saying
about it. That's
right.
about what it is. It's our
So
experience different.
her experience would be different from Richard Pryor's because I'm pretty sure she wasn't born and raised in the ghetto.
How we know that really?
Look at her.
I that's what I did.
I could tell much.
Really leave that damn woman alone. That woman been 10 toes down with old Richard Pryor though.
She was only married to him for 4 years.
That ain't bad. That don't mean nothing. It don't mean it's the time she put in with me.
Listen, I don't know if she's gonna be. Richard Pryor was a legend in the black community. I don't know if she's the best person to pick out who should portray him. That's just
But you
my
know that he
opinion.
has a son that look just like him, girl, and he's in comedy.
Just my opinion. I
I
don't
mean,
think she
that's your thing about it is. My thing about it is this.
what
Just
she
tell a
said.
damn story. That's all I want them to do. Tell us the story.
I
That's the reason why I'm talking about it. Richard Pryor, like, come on now, y'all. Tell the story,
think
nigga.
she should let Mike Epps play him.
I don't. I mean, if he funny, like, I mean, I never. That's why I gotta. I'm gonna tune in to see what it do on that little piece of
Winning
TV.
time. It's on HBO. I'm gonna catch it.
And then Mike Epps
You
is
guys out there want to see it? Catch it. Support Mike Epps. He is amazing. He was out here in concert. He did a great job.
I know, I remember.
KC.
So I don't think it'll
Anyway,
be a bad thing for him to do it. I don't think it'll be a bad thing if his son do it. Right? Somebody need to do it.
you seen his son? Have you seen his son? I haven't saw his son do
I seen
comedy.
a little picture of him. He looked just like his daddy though.
Not a picture. Have you saw him in concert or do comedy?
I didn't know he had a son in comedy until what, a couple of days ago.
Well, he might not even be funny.
He might not though. Now how we know he funny? I mean, and he black.
Richard Pryor is your dad. Don't mean funny. Anyway, let's move on. We got Gabby and D Wade going half on everything.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
This is a good topic.
I really don't.
Is that your real opinion? Thing about it is,
Well, yeah, my thing about it is this: women, as a woman myself, you don't want 20 from him, and you giving a whole no. You want 50-50. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with that, man.
now what if he makes more than you?
I still don't see nothing wrong with it, really.
Why?
Because it can be a lot of legal stuff behind that, right? It can be they didn't sign documents behind closed doors. We don't know what they setup is. That's why I don't know what the talk is about. You talk about it if he wasn't giving her $1.
Well, tell me, is people saying that she shouldn't be paying half?
Right. They saying that. They really saying that.
I look at their net worth according to Google, and you can take that with a grain of salt because I heard that stuff be wrong. Anyway, allegedly, if we look at Google, his net worth is 175 million,
Mm-hmm.
and her net worth allegedly is 45 million. So in that case, do you think that she should be paying half?
I don't see nothing wrong with it because they together and they recycling their stuff. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I talk bad about people that's not doing nothing. I know people that really don't do a damn thing for their kids nor family. But for this man to be doing half, that's a lot.
Well, when you brought this to me, I definitely wanted to bring it up because in his own everybody household, like it's and I have part. To me, it doesn't matter what a person make,
right?
Unless you are living a lifestyle way above this person means, and then you can't expect for them to pay half, but they better pay something. But if y'all live in the same kind of lifestyle, and even if she makes less than him, she should be paying half.
I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Google, she's $45 million heir. There's nothing wrong with you paying half on the bills, Gabby.
They went half on them babies.
I don't see nothing wrong with this. And the only people that I always like trying to see the other side of this, why people would think something is wrong with this. And the only thing I can say is
crazy,
really greedy. You really got to be a greedy person if you making millions and your spouse making some millions more than you, and you don't want to pay nothing because he making more money than you. That's kind of weird. And not only that, that kind of person is actually a taker versus giver. Because when you're a giver, it will make you feel uncomfortable not to pay half.
Look, givers don't have limits.
They don't. I mean,
They really
even,
don't.
even in my life, like, even though my husband pay half, he pays share half, I still do more than him because I'm a giver.
And it
That's
ain't
how
all about money, though. It ain't all about money, man.
it's about what makes the family work.
Right.
If you giving me your all, in addition to my all, and my all happen to be more than yours, yeah, I'm gonna do a little more for our family. That's only right.
That's only right.
But it's also only right that the other person do their fair share.
You
You
damn
don't get a
right.
free ride because this person making more money than you. I don't know what people
I
what
don't know neither. Like, I
what
don't
does this
understand it.
mindset come from? It's what kind of mindset is this? This like, dude, anytime any way you look at it, two is always better than one. And when you give a person your all, especially in marriage, they're gonna give you their all back. And if they don't, you married to the wrong damn person.
Wrong damn person.
So
That's
yeah,
crazy.
I'm with you, Gabby, with paying half on the bills. Ain't nothing wrong with it,
A
girl.
damn thing wrong with it.
I can guarantee you seeing more than what you can give anyway, probably. Ain't no telling. As D Wade got a pension that can't be touched.
At all.
Booyah. And she probably have ties to it by being his wife. Who knows? Don't know. But anyway, really well. What else you got to say for me? You got what? 3 words for me?
You better know it. You better know it. I got you right now. The first word is vacation.
Home. That's what came to my mind.
Mine too. That is boy, that is crazy. Car.
Mine.
Food.
Stomach.
I got an additional question for you though. Shoes.
Feet.
I'm finna whoop you, girl. You is crazy. She said feet. You is crazy for that feet. I'm thinking you name me off a brand new hill or something, girl. You is crazy.
It's the first thing that come
A
to your mind.
shopaholic. That's the first thing came to your mind.
Feet go with shoes. I don't know.
I mean, what if the? Well, I can't say. I can't
All
say.
right, I got one for you.
What it do?
Abstinence.
Right now. Right now. That shit is accurate at the moment.
Okay,
Choice.
I got another one for you.
Someone would be ready.
Dry.
Wet.
Okay, last one. Glue.
Stuck.
Look
Always
like glue, because I
stuck.
got you, babe.
You know I got you, baby. Oh
Well,
no, I really appreciate everybody when they come out to listen to us chop it up because this is the stuff we do on the phone any old way. But
and
I'm
it's
giving a shout out to my loved ones today, though. Yeah, the ones that's been 10 toes down. You already know. Yeah.
And I gotta
Mhm.
give a shout out to all of our followers that's in the state prison. I have a
Yes.
large amount of people that wait for our show to come on. I am excited about that.
Yes. I was giving a shout out to my 80 babies. You already
Yeah,
know I love you, baby.
you know
Told
that
you 80 was
was
gonna do it.
interesting. You told me about that because
That's
the Hoody Who's newsletter was very popular in California State prison systems.
yes.
I was
We
excited.
moved on up though, ready shit. We didn't moved on up, girl.
We have. I was excited to hear that they are following the show. That is awesome. What I wanted to tell you, and I might as well announce it live. I'm gonna start with I got some good topics that I want us to start talking about. And so we're gonna move it into um a little, I don't know how I'm gonna format it, but it's gonna be around the Hootie Who's gossip thing. But we're gonna start talking about some topics because there's some people that's been inboxing me. It's some people that's hurting out there. We got little T's in the house. Hey, beautiful.
Hey, lady, baby, love you, baby.
Yeah, we got some people that's going through some stuff, and so
Yeah,
they want to get our opinion on some stuff. They want us to bring up some crazy topics that they want us to talk about, and so I'm not scared to talk about them. We're gonna talk about them on the talk show, right?
right.
Also, I wanted to announce this, and I think I know we announced this on our first show, but I want to give a little history lesson about Hootie Who's Finest, right, and where it came from. Hoody Who's Finest started in the millennium. And I'm not talking about the word Hootie Who. That's always been our call in the neighborhood. But Hootie Who's Finest
Yes.
was created in the beginning of 2000s. Actually, it was created in 2004 when I created the Hootie Who's Finest calendar, the '04 calendar.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so I know there's misconception because that's our call, and a lot of people has taken it in many directions, and it's our right to do so. However, in '04,
Yeah, it was 2004.
we took it and incorporated it back then. And we took it in different directions. We had the Hootie Who's newsletter. We had the Hootie Who's photo.
Photo.
We
Yes.
had the Hootie Who's Finest calendar. So we had a lot of Hootie Who's things. The good thing about our Hootie Who is that we spelled it completely different from everybody else. And when everybody else started doing Hootie Who's this, Hootie Who's that, they spelled it completely different from our Hootie Who.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is a good thing because it keeps all of our businesses separated. It keeps us all on good terms.
Yeah.
So our Hootie Who, spelled with a Y after end of Hootie, not IE. Let's just make that clear. That's a big difference.
Very big difference.
And technically, if you come up with Hootie Who's Finest after 2004, that was the clicks content. That was our thing. So anything trademark, incorporated, LLC, or anything after that spelled differently from ours, that's still kind of copied off of us. You might not know where it first came from, but I'm giving
Right.
you a history lesson. You know who I'm talking to. This is where it came from. So when you seen the talk show and you kind of insinuated like we stole your name, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. We have an articles of incorporation stamped by California State Secretary in 2004. So if you have anything before then I can probably say. But I kind of know you don't because I kind of made that Hootie Who's Finest up with the calendar. So, but if you can
You
produce
still
something,
have the calendar on here, man.
yeah, me. I
I
mean,
really wish I wanted to see it, man.
the calendar.
Hell yeah.
I think we played it when Bucko died. I posted some pictures of it. It's in a box. Don't feel like going to get it. But I just had to put that disclosure out there. Tree has been doing this business a long time. When a lot of y'all didn't even have the money that y'all have now. When I didn't have the money that I have now. I was already incorporating businesses. Before a lot of y'all knew what incorporating businesses was. Tree was doing it. in the early 2000s.
And all the meetings was thrown in my backyard. So I was
Um,
always involved.
yeah, we had nonprofit, Reach Out and Touch, Axe Point, Axe Big Chops. They was on the board. We was having board meetings before we even knew
What the hell we was
what
doing?
a board meeting was. I was calling the board. We called it a board. This is our board meeting. So we was taking minutes before we even knew what that was. So before you come at me, you gotta know what the heck you talking about. And like my relative said, you gotta show some receipts because we got receipts, baby.
Yeah,
One
we have to
thing,
live off of them to thank God right now.
yeah, one thing that I never was just a talker. I'm a doer. I'm a talker and I'm a doer. And if I don't know how to do something that I done talked about, I'm gonna learn how to do it. I'm gonna teach myself. And that's what I did. And so the money that you paid for the trademark on Hootie Who's Finest, which is spelt incorrectly from the original, you could have gave that money to me and I could have spelt it correctly for you. Anyway, is there anything left you got to say, Riley?
No, I'm just sending all the blessings out, man. That's all I got to say, man. You know, it
Prayers
is
and
what it
blessings.
is.
Prayers and blessings. And
That's
look,
it.
in your voice, as you say, that's a fact. That's a fact, Jack. And guess what? That's a wrap. Until next week.
You
All
better
right,
know it.
y'all. We
It's
are
gonna be some better stuff next week, though. I'll
listen.
be done next
We
week.
got this great topic for next week. We finna tackle into some stuff.
And sports. So we will have some sports updates.
Yeah, we got to
Wait
get
a
a
minute
sports
now.
show.
Here I come.
Color been on me about the sports show. We don't get
Yeah.
it's gonna be a separate occasion, but I got a good topic for next week. We're gonna be on. I'm gonna post our thumbnail. You guys will see us. Thank you, Relly, for joining me
Thank
as
you.
always, my co-pilot.
Love you.
I love you.
Love y'all.
Love you guys. We are out of here.